What is up, everybody? This is Atticus, the Death Metaler, and as you can tell, I am wearing my new Ninja shirt that I just got in the mail, so I am looking classy as fuck and cult as fuck as well. But we're not talking about my new Ninja shirt. We're going to be talking about the recent shitstorm that has just happened in my country, so all of you people, strap in because this is going to be intense. So this happened in the town of Alexandria, Virginia, in which the members of Congress, both Democrats and Republicans, were getting ready, practicing for a baseball game since, you know, things in politics, as we all know, get really heated, and as of right now with the political climate, everybody's at each other's throats, so why not just have a friendly baseball game aside from all the political bullshit going on? So that was what was going on right now. And as the Republican side was getting ready for practice for the big game, a gunman comes around shooting 50 rounds onto the practice field, and one of the victims happens to be a congressman by the name of Steve Scalise. As of right now, from what I have heard, he is unfortunately in critical condition and things are not turning so well, so hopefully he will recover. I don't know what will happen, but by the time that I am recording this, I'm pretty sure he might make it or might not due to the grave injuries that he has sustained. But there has been information out on the gunman. So we're going to go down to an individual by the name of James T. Hodgkinson. So this is what we have so far. The shooter at the GOP congressional baseball practice this morning is James T. Hodgkinson of Belleville, Illinois. According to law enforcement officials, Hodgkinson, 66, owns a home inspection business. His home inspection license expired in November 2016 and was not renewed. State records show Hodgkinson was charged in April 2006 with battery and aiding damage to a motor vehicle. According to his online research in St. Clair County, Illinois, the charges were dismissed, records show. And I dig a little bit deeper, and the article that was presented showed his Facebook profiles on a lot of stuff on how much he despises Trump, hates Trump with an ever-loving passion. So I'm gonna show off these screenshots right here. And just so you know, if many of you thought that I was being biased in any way, shape, or form, I tried to look over his Facebook profiles. I really did. They even provided the links onto the Facebook profiles, and unfortunately, his profiles were terminated when I could show off that this was legit information. Which, it really sucks. Like, somehow they're trying to hide something and shit like that. That could be, I don't know, I might be looking a bit broader onto this, but this was the only information that could be presented to me. A lot of people are saying that his political affiliations do not matter because they say he was mentally ill and could easily access guns. We do have a shit ton of laws to prevent a lot of people getting guns. Unfortunately, a lot of good people can't access to the guns, but the criminals can. But I know that a lot of people are going to say otherwise, but you have to understand right here. We went through an absolute shit show circus of an election last year, and where a lot of people were going neck and neck at each other. Mostly the left side flipping the fuck out over Donald Trump winning over the polls. I mean, Hillary Clinton and her team, the DNC, rigged the fucking election. And there was proof that the DNC, in fact, hired a lot of people, mostly mentally ill, as well as homeless people, to cause ruckus at Trump rallies. They fucking rigged this election, and they want to come around saying, oh, it was Russia's fault that Trump won and stuff. In which, I mean, it's so funny that they're continue on with this whole Russia bullshit, when in fact, there was clear concrete evidence by Project Veritas that the DNC rigged the election. the mainstream media is creating all of this fear-mongering, bullshit that is actually making Antifa go batshit insane over what happened at UC Berkeley. And with this shit right here, in fact, this guy took it to a whole nother level, claiming, yeah, I'm going to save America by killing all the Republicans and stuff. This person was radicalized, and I don't want to be saying this, and I hate to say this, but I think that Kathy Griffin's little publicity stunt to go around with a fake head of Donald Trump's decapitated head was to probably spark people like James T. Hodgkinson to go around with this shit. I could be saying that, but I don't know. I don't fucking know. The thing is that the mainstream media has gone absolutely batshit fear-mongering to its demographic, and where they think, oh, we're going to save America by assassinating Donald Trump and all this other stuff. Now, don't get me wrong. The right side has a ton of bad apples, like Timothy McVeigh, who was a registered Republican, who did the Oklahoma City bombing. Fucking hell, Ted Bundy, one of America's most notorious serial killers, was in fact dabbling in Republican Party politics. The GOP has its own thing, and not to mention that there was Timothy McVeigh and Ted Bundy, but then again, the DNC has Hillary Clinton, Bill Clinton, Chelsea Clinton, Anthony Weiner, and a bunch of other corrupt politicians of the DNC. Both parties in America have their fucking bad apples. But I think it's the left, the liberal media, that has done these fear-mongering propaganda to the point where they're saying, hey, go out and punch people. Go around and say, oh, these people are bad. They're going to take your rights away. Now, I would say that this type of stuff, like, inspired Jeremy Joseph Christian to do that type of bullshit. But then again, this guy went from left to right, and where both sides did not want to associate with this motherfucker. And Anomaly actually made a good video on Jeremy Joseph Christian, and where this guy was actually a Bernie Sanders and Jill Stein supporter. This dude was fucking radicalized, for all I care. Now, before I end this video, let me just clarify by saying this. I am well aware that not every Bernie Sanders supporter is like James T. Hodgkinson. I am friends with some people from the left. I am fans of people that are left-leaning, like Armored Skeptic, Shoe on Head, and Chris Ray Gun, Some Black Guy, and my buddy Ranter in Shades. They are not going to the direction of James T. Hodgkinson. Like, this type of shit kind of reminds me of the Spanish Civil War. Before the whole Civil War started, like, anybody from the left and right, if you had a dissenting opinion, you had to be fucking silenced. We are going down to this point. Instead of just having debates, we are now going to the point and where we are resorting to violence because we disagree with someone politically. Sure, I disagree with a lot of stuff politically, but am I gonna go down and enact violence upon people? The way I see it with Antifa going around doing its violent antics, if they punch at you, you fucking fight them back. You have the complete fucking right to defend yourself. We are living in crazy ass times, people. The one thing that I really am very grateful for throughout this is the fact that my cousin's family lives in Alexandria, Virginia, and that they're safe. That is the one thing that I am very grateful for. And that they were not hurt, that they were not harmed by this. So I did talk with my cousin and her family. They're doing okay, so I'm thinking about them 24/7, and it's good to know that things did not escalate to that level. Also, I know this is very last minute of me doing, but I found some very lovely tweets I like to bring up, which shows the inconsistencies of everybody from the left, mostly to the Democrats. And this is just what I gotta say. You're the people that are all for gun control, but you only like guns when it favors you. You only like terrorism when it favors you, when it comes to killing these types of people. You're not freedom fighters. You're not fighting for equal rights. You're not fighting for humanity. You are promoting more division in this country. We've already went through a shit show circus of an election, and you clearly have not learned your lesson. Instead of just saying, hey, let's just look at what we've done and better ourselves for this next upcoming election. No, you still continue to have a bitch fit and pull up shit like this. You people are fucking disgusting. And this is why a lot of people want to disassociate themselves with the left. We are living in some strange times as of right now. Without further ado, ladies and gents, I am Atticus, the Death Metaler. Hope you like this video. Subscribe to my channel. Links are in the description below. Keep it metal. Have a wonderful day, people. Stay safe out there.